If you're new here, my name is Connor. I've been a personal trainer for about 3 years now, and I'm currently starting up my own business, so this is one of the first videos I'm going to be posting on YouTube. Not sure when this will be, but let's get into it. Cutting for the summer, here are the strategies I like to follow. So picking, and this even goes for bulking, you must find some meal structure. So what you can do is, when picking out your meals, always go for one source of protein and one source of carbs, one source of fats. Throw in some fruits and veggies in there, maybe get them in as snacks if they don't fit into the meals, especially if you're bulking, because they kind of make the meals a lot more bulky, a lot more filling. But on the cut, they're fantastic. They're very low calorie, nutrient dense, and they're satiating. What proteins, fats, fruits, veggies, all that fun stuff are we going to pick? I suggest picking around 3, so it gives you some variety throughout the day and even continued variety throughout the week. So I go 3 fruits, 3 veggies, 3 protein sources, 3 carb sources, 3 fat sources, and that's what I go on from a day. So what mine looked like today, I got bananas, I got grapes, I got blueberries, I got blackberries, and then for my veggies, I have spinach in the fridge, I got frozen potatoes, and I think that's all I have for my fruits. I do have an onion I'm going to put into one of my meal preps. So, yeah. I do take a multivitamin. So leave me out. So now that you got your 3 picks of each category of food, plan how you're going to put those meals together, like which protein you're going to put with what carb and what fat. Now, especially on the cut, this is important because you want to make sure those meals are as filling as possible, nutrient dense, but not as so much calorie dense. So taking advantage of lean meats, taking advantage of lower fats, but still getting some fats in there so the hormones in the body and the cells can function at a normal rate and not be like so confined and restricted to what energy source it has. And once you have all your meals planned out, go to the store, cook it. How are you going to cook it? Don't forget how you're going to cook it. You're going to cook it on the stove, in the oven, you're going to air fry it, or are you going to crock pot it? All those things come into play, whatever things you have available. If you're under a time restraint, I've been loving the crock pot. Time saver. I just throw that in first, and then I cook my other meal on the side for my other meal prep. So I only do 2. So figure that out, and then we go to the store. Obviously, the ones with the best prices. I love Aldi. I get a little bit of fruit and veggies at Kroger, but everything else is pretty much at Aldi because it has everything I need. It's fantastic. And then you get your stuff, and then you make it, you put it into action, and you just do that on repeat, maybe twice in a month or 3 times, depending. If you're comfortable with eating the same stuff every single day, every single week, then go for it. It makes everything so much more simpler. You go to the store, you already know what you want. So stick with it for at least a week or 2 with those same meals. Get good at making them. Maybe spice it up a little bit. You can throw in extra toppings, extra spices, just to change it up. Always change mine up at least a little bit every time I make it the next week. But I have no problem with eating the same stuff every single week, every single day, because I know it's going to give me the goals that I want to. I know it's going to give me the energy I need, and they taste good. So as long as they taste good, it really doesn't matter to me. And get good at it before you move on to the next meal. And always plan out before you go to the store. Plan out before what your next meal set is going to be, and then get better at that. Rinse and repeat. Keeping it simple here. Allow yourself to indulge. And this can depend on how big of a cut you're doing. If you're doing super extreme, or if you're doing a very long term, especially if you're doing a long term, like maybe 6 to 8 months, you're trying to drop weight, drop body fat, allow yourself to have those small indulgences, because that's a long time to fully restrict yourself for something like that. And your body's just going to cave in, and then you're going to binge hard, and then it's going to hurt you even more physically and mentally. So you might as well just prevent that from happening by indulging once or twice or 3 times every couple weeks. But don't do it one big gulp in one day, because that can just kind of, especially if you're a big binger, that can kind of just spiral out of control, and then so on and so forth. And that can even be a sign that you're underfueling your body. Maybe you're doing too strict of a cut. Maybe you can adjust something with the meals. There's always another factor that can be in, but please indulge. Please have those cookies a little bit. Portion sizes matter. Please have that cake. Have some birthday drinks. Enjoy life. It doesn't have to be so restricted. And you can always tell yourself, hey, even if I don't have these now, I can have them later. Never tell yourself I can't have something, because your body's just going to want it so much more. So please don't do that. Later, or tell yourself, you can have it a little bit now. And then we'll be good. So those are my 3 tips. Thank you guys for showing up, listening, watching. I'm not sure how many of you made it to the end, but if you did, thanks so much. Please drop a like, leave a comment if it helped out. I'm going to be dropping more videos. Stay tuned.